A lot of people in the Calgary region are confused right now when it comes to real estate. Should you buy or sell, or should you just hold on? It comes down to that fight, flight, or freeze quite often when we're in fear. And there's a lot of people that are in fear because there's confusing information out there. They see what's happening in Toronto and Vancouver. The media is blowing things out of proportion. They're talking about interest rates, inflation, disruptions to the supply chain. Maybe you know somebody that's anxious or afraid, feels like they're playing a deadly game of red light, green light.
Red light, green light.
Well, today I'm going to share with you statistics and facts about the Calgary region so that you can decide for yourself what's the best move for you. Stay tuned. Hey, thanks for coming back. If you find value in this video, please remember to like and share it, or share the vlog with somebody that's looking at making a move, whether that's buying or selling. So I'm going to go through a number of statistics, and the thing to remember with all these statistics is they are averages. The thing about averages are they can be dangerous. If you have your feet in the oven and your head in the freezer, on average, your temperature is fine, but you're probably in trouble. If you look at the Calgary region, for example, we look at Chestermere, sales October over October are down 15%. But if you look at parts of Calgary, they're 24% up, and Airdrie 25% up. So it really depends on areas. Calgary is up 10% in price, whereas Oktoks is only up about 5%. So it really depends where you are and what your situation is. Not only that, what your style of home is. Is it attached, detached, or apartment? I'm going to go through some of those examples now. So looking from a macro perspective, Calgary had an increase in prices of 8.9%. Most of that average comes from the detached prices. So single family detached houses were up 10.5%. Semi-detached, like half duplexes, were up 8.9%. Rose, 7.3%. But apartments barely squeaked up at 0.4%. So apartments are still fairly soft. And again, these depend on where you are. If you look at the district sales inside of Calgary, you can see that it only increased by 3.9% in the city center. I believe part of that is because people don't have to be close to downtown right now. With all of the people working at home, they're moving further out into the outskirts. That's why the Northwest is at 10.5% and the North at 10%. You can see on this the months of supply and the price changes. The prices were trending up a little bit sideways now. Supply has trended down. So basic economics say when supply is down and demand remains constant, prices will tend to increase. So I do anticipate that prices to remain strong for the next few months. What's going to happen in the spring market? We're not too sure yet. Moving into Airdrie, we can see that they've had a 14.5% increase year over year, with the leading sales happening in the $300,000 to $400,000 range. So if you have a single family between $300,000 and $400,000 in Airdrie, you're doing fairly well right now. Cochrane hasn't had quite as big of a bump. They're only up about 5.4%, which is better than negative growth, which we've seen for a number of years. Again, the strongest price range is the $300,000 to $400,000 range, with some sales actually happening in the $700,000 to $900,000, which is good news there for people in the higher price brackets. Moving over to Chestermere, their sales are down 15.2%, but I think that's primarily because they don't have enough inventory, because their prices are up 10.3%. The sales went up, but there just wasn't enough inventory. Last but not least, let's look at Oktoks. Their prices are up 5.4%. Again, there's shortage of inventory. The inventory is down 36.2%. That means there's only 1.23, so just over 1 month of inventory. So it would take just over a month to sell all the inventory that's currently in Oktoks. So expect to see some nice little bumps in Oktoks coming up in the next little bit. So there you have some of the statistics. Just like with any game, there's always going to be statistics, and there's ways of winning and losing inside of that game.
Red light. Green light.
If you want to learn how you can best win inside of the real estate game, give me a call or send me a text or carrier pigeon, and I'll be happy to talk about the best strategy to work for you to make sure that you come out ahead. Until next time, I'm Eric Mortimer, real estate agent and agent of change, helping you solve your problems and realize your dreams.